Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the round of 32 of this PK Clan $10,000 tournament on the north side of the map in the color orange, his preferred color, believe it or not. We have M. Falk Rohbrot playing as his main civ, the Spanish, and on the south side of the map in the color red, his opponent today, the CS2 Pro, and one of the most exciting players in the game, Psionic, playing in the color red as his main civ. France, what are we thinking about this matchup on this map between these opponents?
I'm sorry, Shay. What point did we agree that you could be main caster here? I'm the one here inviting
You
you
know,
into my tech space, and then you're giving the old welcome.
listen. In life, everything that's beautiful you take. Nothing's given.
See, it's not CS2, StarCraft 2.
No, both of them. He's also really good at Counter-Strike.
To be fair, doesn't surprise me. Just like he looks like he's had a bit of a closeted growing up phase, and now he's actually realised that he's actually a nice person. He's not just a sweaty nerd. But fun stuff though, and that's brutal, isn't it? Just imagine being a pro at CS2, StarCraft 2, and now getting on the Age of Empires series. I was watching the
Horrendous. It's like a career of a football player that played in the Premier League, and now he's playing in like the third Thai division.
I was watching the Age of Empires 2 finals today of the Lingyang Cup, which is a LAN hosted in China, and just the absolute sweat levels of just watching some of the plays that the players were making, and like the just so much attention and micro for sometimes such the smallest and tiniest of wins was actually quite an entertaining thing to watch. I know that I think Sonic's micro is pretty decent. Robots just kind of Z move, take your hands off the keyboard, pray to Gaia if it all works.
No. All right, let me clarify this. There's a reason Rohbrot is as high as he is, and there's a reason that Rohbrot wins as many series as he does. Let's not forget, this man went to the finals of the Winter Champs last season, okay, in ESOC, and narrowly lost 5-4 to EZ, a series which he could have won, okay? You don't get there just purely by right-clicking and praying. It doesn't just happen. Rohbrot's game sense, his ability to read the game and hit incredibly hard timings, and I mean incredibly hard timings, is almost second to none. Honestly, he relies on it so much, and when we're talking about micro, yes, he doesn't have the typical, skirm goon, control group micro, but in close quarters, his micro is phenomenal. Phenomenal, and I mean it.
Yeah, no,
I give him a lot of critics
I know.
for his horrendous macro, but
he does
you
do pretty okay in your time to micro scenarios, doesn't he? Like, I mean, obviously, as an overall player, he's getting incredibly well-rounded. He's getting better. He's getting more well-rounded. He still loses multi-mirrors versus the gatekeeper, so let's just not forget that one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're bringing that up. No way.
You have to. I've got the stage. I've got to display my propaganda, and that is that give Rohbrot an actual civ, and it falls apart for him. But that's neither near here nor there. And interestingly, in the group stages, these two players were up against each other, and for their best of one series between each other, part of the group, it was the same matchup on the same map, and it was a bit of an Age 2 play from both sides, bit of a Musk fest. Rohbrot was going double racks. I think Psionic went double racks as well. I think Psionic was leading.
Let's check out Psionic's POV 1 second, Harrison. Because
yeah, sure.
We've been focused on Rohbrot this entire time, but Psionic with a 12-10 on this map. What are we feeling about that? I think this is not great, and I think the age of time reflects it.
Well, I was expecting nothing less than a 12-10 here from Psionic. That is the kind of that they'll go to in that situation. I think in general he's got the shipment ready to go. Faster you get those 4 CDBs in, faster onto your next shipments, just get that kind of build moving.
I dislike it. Every time you 12-10 and it's above 345, the 12-10 is just not good. Just bad. So, by calculation, he clicked up at 222, which is just not a good 12-10. You would much rather have a 13-20 in that case, right? But then again, the chopping of the wood, you'd probably end up with a 14-20, which again I would argue is okay, because at the end of the day, like, you're doing FF battles, I don't think you really mind aging up with a 14-20 with a really good eco. Native Scout going down there, that's a pretty big pickup for Rohbrot, actually. Yeah, like I think the 12-10 meta is a bit oversaturated right now.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised actually, because I thought that dog, given that he knew where Psionic Explorer was, pulled away from the middle, Rohbrot would have started the one villager guarded by 6 coyotes and would have trained like another 2 or 3 dogs and just demolish that treasure, get mid-map villager and build the racks mid-map. So I'm surprised he kind of went back to take a few pot shots, but yeah, he's now gone defensive outpost racks. He's gone for his market in transition, getting great coats because he knows he's on the camera. He wouldn't do that if no one was looking, but now that I'm looking, he's getting that great coats nice and early. Good to see. Just the one dot. Well, he started. Psych started the trench. Oh no, you can't. Yeah, he's cancelled the dog. You can't move while training, but he's going to get involved and try and contest. Oh, he's not even stood near the treasure. Both players are not even near the treasure. Don't take the pot shot away from the treasure. What? Oh, get a kill explorer. Ah!
Oh my god, that's humongous. That is so big for Rohbrot right there, and he calculated this. He knew that he would be able to get the. Oh no! But the 3 houses are coming in.
That
The
doesn't
Vil
matter.
needs to run back right now towards these musketeers. Otherwise, that Vil is cooked.
Ah, the
Okay, the Vil is
Vil's
trying
got
to
great
come back,
coats.
and there we go. He's managed to save the Vil. Wow! All in all, great trade for Rohbrot there, and he even manages to get a Hussar.
Vil's got the great coats, got the melee resist, and even if it goes down, it's still a positive there for Rohbrot. And I know when I was saying, why is he stood away from the treasure, I was thinking he wouldn't drop the ball. There must be a reason, and I hadn't highlighted the HP of the Explorer until it was too late. So yeah, Rohbrot 2 steps ahead of me there. I did miss that. Fair play to Rohbrot.
8 pikes coming in. I think Rohbrot's thinking of a big old timing push right now into Psionic's base. Ooh, another 2 Huss batch. This is looking quite ugly for
Yeah, and
Psionic. He managed to get 5 Huss out in 2 batches, and now he's getting a church. He's already got a rack, shipping his coin, but this timing push can really hurt him right now because the amount of Huss out on the field isn't really scary for your builds. Like, it's not like you've got 5 Huss running around where they can just 2-shot a villager, right?
and all
Like
the
these 2
Vils
Huss to
nearby
kill a
TC
Vil,
defense with
yeah,
great
it's gonna be
coats.
really tough. And how does he hold this right now?
He's going to go for a house, I reckon, and call it a day. I think that's a real smart move in that situation. It just goes back to how these two played each other in the last time they faced on this map. It was an H2 affair, so I think Rohbrot now is being more ready for the build and has a more clean build. I think Psionic going H2 again into Spain is just feels a bit risky in terms of what happened last time. I think last time Rohbrot also defeated Psionic in this map specifically, so yeah, Rohbrot now in the driving seat. And I think, Rohbrot's economy is still pretty good, has the market. Capitalism has steel traps behind. I don't really want to have a look away just in the moment. 700 coin coming up. Is he going to try and jump here to the second age or just going to carry on smashing H2? And I think this carry on smashing is probably more
He's
Rohbrot's
probably gonna finish
playstyle.
this batch and then go from there. And I mean, the Musketeers are managing to catch a couple of these crossbows. Now Minutemen are being called, and Rohbrot smartly going away. But the Explorer's making dogs, so he has to stay. And now he's
You know
kind of
what?
trapping the Minutemen.
That's kind of
This is
worked
great
out.
for him.
Yeah, that's kind of
great.
the dog's right on top of the Minutemen. And yes, you can't.
Yeah.
You could back away and let the HP decrease naturally, but they're only slightly stronger than Vet Musks. But you have an army there, and you're just forcing, especially if the crossbows in close range to the dogs, they're
mid-map.
not attacking your musks, and that is.
Mid-map.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Rod's picking up Hussar's
Wow.
raiding, and that is most likely from the 7 Rodlero shipment. Yes, and that is a nice pick up there. 3 rods joining, so those rods were split up into a batch of 4, batch of 3, and catching floating Hussars, and there is actually no more Huss on the field. So, yeah, Psionic did have 4 raiding around, but they've all just gone.
Yeah, and not only that, like all of Psionic's infrastructure is
He's only
going
got
down,
3
and Psionic is
crossbows.
panicking. He's not aging. Psionic is not aging behind this, and Rohbrot has committed to H2 right now with a better eco, not statistically a better eco, but a better eco because he can actually use his units, his villagers, sorry, and gather with them. Now the CDBs are popping in and out of the TC, 5 Musketeers coming in with the 8 crossbows right now, and Rohbrot's not really noticing
Yeah,
it.
he
thinks
needs
that,
to back off or do something. Cause
yeah, there we go. He needs to fight. He needs to do something. But I'm wondering from Rohbrot's POV in the back of this, because I'm not seeing a lot of reinforcements coming in. Just one now streaming in the middle of the map. Is he thinking of aging here?
No.
Rohbrot. Okay, Rohbrot is fully committed right now. So this was a horrendous trade for him.
Yeah, so that's painful because Psionic has definitely teched his villas for HP and attack, and villagers outside the TC are actually more efficient than villagers in the TC in this situation for the for the French having 11 attack instead of adding it 9 for a TC shot. And I think Psionic was trying to do the TC into kind of villager volley fight alternative, but I don't actually think it's any faster than just having villagers outside the TC.
Dogs coming in right now, rods coming in, more dogs being made, and he's shipping 5 villagers right now.
Rods will snare the crossbows. I know he's gone defensive mode there, but he just needs to kind of just get the snare in, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, he just
Sweaty
wants
micro there. Dogs eating
more, right?
the back crossbows, and the rods getting in front of the formation to kind of block as well.
Harry, I think Psionic's aging right now.
No,
No, he's still not able to click up. Wow, okay. So that barracks is going to go down because he hasn't repaired it. He hasn't had the wood for it. And again, the CDBs are not gathering anything. And Rohbrot will continue taking these trades really all day long until finally he will decide to make a stable and add some hussars. Maybe that could be the next step, or just aging up, because every time he tries fighting under the French base with these CDBs, like, he just keeps losing units for almost no reason. Like, we lost like 12 to 15 musketeers there.
Yes,
when it
CDBs
could
are
have
so
completely
good.
been avoided. Yeah, so I mean, we're already ahead due to the fact that we're just idling France the entire time. Nice, a CDB going down.
Yeah.
But except for that, we are kind of keeping Psionic in the game by just allowing him to trade better.
Yeah, and Psionic looking to age up now. The CDBs will keep on covering his position. I think Rohbrot is also looking to age up, get that Falk plate in. He's gone for another 10. That's a mistake. He's going for House of Trastamara, but he's still
we're gonna
not on
market
coin
trade.
though.
No, we're gonna market trade. Rohbrot doesn't care about that.
I mean, there's a limit to how much you really should, if you can kind of at least anticipate it. Oh, he's
300 more food sold at least.
Oh, he's selling at 65. And he hasn't even got steel traps yet. That's a blunder. I feel with the 3-vil capitalism opening, how a robot usually likes to play, and he did a 16-vil. I think not actually getting steel traps in on top of your 700 wood, or on the age up regardless. I think that's not great, because Robot had the plan of musk plus dogs, and that's pure food. That is pure resource that Robot has poured down the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, these musk from Psionic are now going to get caught as well. That's 3 sheep and 2 cows that Rohbrot's managed to catch.
He's still not mining any coin. None.
He's
oh my god, he's not mined a single bit of coin this entire game. He's just been selling on fucking hunting dogs eco.
He will not. That is Rohbrot. That's why his macro is absolutely awful.
Oh, it's trash. It's so bad. Do you reckon his score is inflated as a result?
It obviously, but you think it's bad, but it is a strat. Like, score inflation is a very underrated strat in the game, because mentally you get pushed out. I'm telling you, mentally you get pushed back when you see that your opponent is so far up ahead of you in score, and it's demoralizing.
The thing is, it gets to there's a point. There's a a calculation of actually when it's efficient to sell at the market, because initially it is efficient, but it's not efficient pretty quickly if you haven't got steel traps. Like, I think hunting dogs lets you down to sell. It's 75 125, yeah, so a couple of clicks, but at this point, I think if you sell with steel traps, you're breaking even, basically, but you're not making money on it, so you'll be very careful in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, 5 goons and 5 skirms are just going to keep kiting forever here, basically, so Rohbrot's just going to stack these dogs to try and push them away, but Rohbrot is ahead in score, as we can see, by 2k. Now he will get his veterancy upgrade, and Rohbrot, you have 90 wood. Please put like 2 vils on wood to get another house instead of buying. Please, I beg you.
Oh yeah, he's a serial market abuser in that situation. He's like, oh my god, I'm housed. I can't train a villager. So what I'm gonna do is sell and buy food and do like the classic market pivot: the sell and buy to move food into
let's switch over
wood.
to Psionic's perspective. Actually, I want to see what he's cooking up right now, because we have seen the skirm goon composition right now. Okay, we got more goons, more skirms, and this is where it starts getting ugly for Rohbrot. I think this is going to be fun.
The thing is, the Falc's on the way, and they're popping forward outbursts, and they're going to get some nice shots on the skirms. There's not enough goons to one-shot volley fire the falconets, and the amount of vet musks that Rohbrot has, this is got Rohbrot's all over the army, but he's baiting. He's baiting though. He's baiting.
Yeah,
look at the.
Don't unpack. That's dangerous. Oh my god, and these vills are there near these skirmishers. eating a couple of shots, one Vil going down. And yeah, but again, Rohbrot is in a situation like, just make skirmishers. You're never gonna catch these units with just pure Musk
Hmm.
Falcon. You forget that France also has access to 2 Falconets, and once France ships those Falconets and even manages to trade equally and both lose their 2 Falcons, well, then you're in a position that France can just forever kite you with faster units with longer range.
Yeah, and he's already got the double racks on the field of play at the moment, so you'd like to think what your argument you're trying to say is do something like send Spanish gold and then start queuing up skirms behind, but actually double rod batch into, well, I guess more buying at the market for housing, because he's only 4. He's going to need more than that for veteran rods, more housing, and, you know, eventually wanting to get back into placer mines, at least, I feel, just to kind of round up that.
It's almost like England. There's not enough housing. They keep giving it away.
That is almost funny, Shake. I almost will applaud you for a joke, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not quite crossing that threshold.
It was an amazing joke, but I understand you can't laugh at it because you'd probably go to prison for that in the UK.
It's like, here, Stalin. No.
Here, Stalin?
No. Robots chasing goons with Rodoleros once they connect. That's going to get some value. He doesn't realise the reinforcing goons to sandwich. That's a nice sandwich actually he's got there, but couple swings. Already positive trade here for Rohbrot. He's happy with this. He's got so much HP down on these high expensive units. Rodoleros not that expensive. They've done so much already. There's so much death here. That is insane. What a trade for Rohbrot behind this.
Psionic, like, are you sleeping right now? Because this is his bread and butter. Like, this APMing, running all around the map, you know, like kiting. But instead, no. He lost a lot of Dragoons there and a lot of HP on these Dragoons. So if he ever wants to get closer to the Falcons to shoot them, he's not going to be able to anymore. And now there we go, 2 Falconets from Psionic coming in.
I was checking the market.
Walking forward, Psionic would be 100 elo skill wise better if he actually knew how to use his Falconets. He always forgets them and always randomly loses them, and that's the window that Rohbrot could use to win this game.
Well, so I'm just thinking why the score is actually so even, considering the trades have been actually, you know, somewhat better for Rohbrot. And that's because, well, behind this 36 CDB eco with placer mines and steel traps, that's the difference. Rohbrot would be about 2,000 points in the lead with the Markitex behind to kind of drive that economy, but actually Rohbrot's now having to outplay a little bit just to keep up with French's kind of economy, and then as a result production. Moment time ago, it was only like 10 goons, 13 skirm. That was it versus 35 vet musk. But he's taken the time to kind of get that position back.
Oh my God! Look at the amount of musketeers there. We still don't have vet rod, by the way, for Rohbrot for some reason.
Yeah, well, he's coming in that now, and luckily this Rax is getting it in, but it's too close to bit closer. No stable yet, so no Lancer production. What you want is like a bit of a Lancer flank. Just 10. I know you have the shipments of 5 and 4, but actually at this point,
just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple. I would say that Marvelous Year is actually a really nice card to be thinking about at this point, as probably way better than Spanish Gold.
Falcons are packing, and this is the danger. We need to focus on this part of the game right now, Harrison.
Yeah.
Because the Falcons are packed. They're going back. The moment they get into line of sight, if they will, I'm not sure. Let's eliminate the line of sight again.
No, he's hunting, and that's part of the trepidation there, Shake. You got to think actually, and this flag on the Cheyenne post is helping. Saki now knows that the rod's coming. He's backing off. 2 misfired skirms. Oh, they're rejoining the army, and Do you know what I feel like? I feel like we're going to see a CDB pull for the fight here.
Oh, yeah.
And he's actually going straight for this silver mine without protection. That is awkward. That's risky. Who knows? Is there a big army there? Of course there's a big army there. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. He does now. He's like, oh, I need to move my stuff.
He doesn't see it yet, and Rohbrot doesn't see it either. Rohbrot missed an incredible opportunity to snare these CDB with his Rodoleros.
And if he broke the Rodoleros away from the main army, they would have actually ran and chased them. But no, they're just slowly plodding along at musketeer speed. So, yeah, a bit of a drop in the ball there, but that's okay. Holding middle.
And we're seeing Psionic score just going away further and further, getting counter infantry rifling, which is humongous right now.
Oh no! Oh no! They are. Psionic didn't. I think that's experience there from Psionic, because if I had saw that, that's an opportunity just to pounce. But
No, I'm going in, but you
yeah.
have to go in. You have to kill him.
Where's
Because
his
the
Falcons?
Falcons are the
Where?
only
Why is his Falcons back here? Oh my god!
I don't think he needs them, honestly. I'm not even lying. He doesn't really need them. He just needs to continue kiting. All the rods are dead. Now it's just musketeers.
I like not going for the two Falcon trade, but this is a full infantry army, so you've got to have your Falconets in as in support. Otherwise, you're not getting the damage output as you require. And look, there's still so many vet musks, and the goons aren't having that much of an impact here.
Look at how fast they're melting right now. The only downside for Psionic in this fight is the amount of skirmishers.
Falc trade. Snipe recently has to reload, and Rohbrot moves in for the snipe.
There we go. That's what I said. Rohbrot can win this game off of this alone. And now we have the two Falcs. Now we have the artillery advantage. And look at the score all of a sudden. Score is equaled up. Why? We got two Falcs. Our opponent has none. Now the musketeers actually have something to defend. They have a purpose again. They're not just aimless, slow, low-range units. No. Now they actually serve a purpose. So until Psionic manages to get like ranged cavalry caracol to just start kiting the musk, sorry, he's in a dire position because he can get pushed at Rohbrot's will, basically. And now Rohbrot is back in the game.
Yeah, it was interesting because I saw, was it Psionic's Falc's fire and had to reload. Thought this is the time, and I think Rohbrot caught that as well because he just walked forwards to make sure, not just on the edge of range, but like fully in range, fully vulnerable. It's like, well, I've actually got the time to reload and, well, I'm preloaded and fire. It was quite smart.
And more Rodoleros coming in for Spain. Oh, okay, big raid potentially here on this hunt, but
yeah.
on both sides right now, Rohbrot knows, like, if there's one thing to counter Psionic will raid you all game long, but he will often not pay attention to his own vills. When getting raided by Psionic, the best defense is offense. Go for his vills, and right now Rohbrot is going for the couple of CDB in the north that he's chasing with his dogs. But if he would just turn south, he will find a gold mine of villagers. But as I'm saying that, there's a lot of French CDB on that coin mine over there as well, and they're kind of gonna be in a position where they're gonna be trapped. And yeah, there's just like a lot of dragoons, and again, Psionic is up in score, but what are these dragoons gonna do in a big fight is my question. Are these crossbows still the age-up crossbows that he has?
Yes.
Are they still alive?
Yeah, definite. He hasn't trained a single crossbow yet this game, but the thing is, it's like without any access to lancers on the field yet, there's no way just to kind of chase these CDBs down. They can just outrun the musk. Yeah, they might get caught by the Rodoleros, but they're not going to win any fight. Rod's back, pinning them down, keeps the army, close in range of the musks, but the Falcons, they didn't just walk in. They're taking a while to close a distance, and actually, so just going to get away from this one.
Yeah, this is looking really tough because the skirmish is up again, and don't forget these skirmishes have counter infantry.
Oh, on top of the
Really
Falconets.
gonna do? Yeah,
splash damage.
Just the body.
They're both down, and that is brutal. And I think the army is getting cleaned here, and the reinforcements is not going to be as it expected.
Yep, and that is game. And normal Spain players would just go for Rod skirm composition against France and then mix in Lancers later and try and play it like that. But that's just not Rohbrot's style. And the problem for him is he has to win the game until a certain point, or he has to do enough damage until a certain point, because after that, he's just in a position where the game just goes into the favor of his opponent. And Psionic just managed to survive for long enough. And that's what eventually gave him the win.
It's just for a long period of the game. I don't know where steel traps ever came in. I don't think I never actually caught it, but I think it's because I don't think it actually happened. But we spamming high food army and then just not having the composition behind. But also there was no skirms on this field from Rohbrot, and that's a additional unit really he wants to try and deal versus the goons. I think Musk Skirm Falc is a really strong combination and it should beat Skirm Goon definitely there, but that wasn't on a Rohbrot's cards there at all. There's no Lancer play. It just felt the army from Rohbrot was kind of blobby, very together, very having to slowly chase around the map. And after this fight here where he won it, he was chasing down Vils. Psionic went for the raid. That kind of brought Rohbrot's back, but actually what Rohbrot wanted to do then probably was actually go in for the infrastructure with the siege and the Falconet.
Yeah. I mean, the moment you win, I saw Swisher Guts comment that as well. The moment you win that big fight, you just right click the TC. You don't wait and you
Yeah.
just hang around the map. And that was Robot's window. I still think he would have been in a very tough position because Francis Eco was just so ahead. If you look at the resource
Ah,
gathering
you've
that
got
he was doing.
5 in
And
before he
Robot just stopped making vills at some point.
yeah before he called House of Trustmore. It's the best players keep on the Virgin economy, but the thing is, what also was that Rohbrot's continuously housed. He's having to sell and buy to get the housing. He's focused on the military, which is fair play at that point. But the problem is that the reinforcements then drop off because you're not your efficiency behind it is not clean. It's not driving you. And if you look at the resources, he was behind. He was ahead after all this fantastic pressure on Psych's base. But then actually, although Psych lost like 2 or 3 CDBs and all that, he was still then having a higher rate of income once the market techs were in driving, a couple more CDBs, and then just out gathering.
Yeah, but I want to show one stat as well. If you go to the food total, you will see where most of the food from Spain is coming from. I want you to see the difference in the food. Look at this, and that's why Robot was ahead so far because he just refuses to macro.
Yeah, yeah, and this line would have been, 15% steeper with steel traps on, the base stats, and that's something you definitely want to consider because, and then it fell off as he had to move away onto other resources and kind of pad his economy out. That's when obviously then Wood was starting to kind of go from flat crates to actually, I'm starting to get some stuff himself, and actually after a while, yes, he did, chop best part of 1,000 a bit himself. So
Yeah, exactly. All
cool.
right, I see that the players are restarting their PCs in anticipation to start game 2 because they were both suffering from freezes apparently. So I will go for a quick smoke break, Harry, and I will rejoin you in 3 minutes.
Okay, well, I think it's cat cam time. I'll turn the light on as well. The cat has joined me on the desk. Isn't that right, Bubba? Mm. Meow. Bit of a deaf cat, so I'm happy just chilling. That's okay, though. Isn't that right? I've gone for the Mahonga hoodie. Look at this. You wouldn't even notice. You wouldn't even notice. Right, yeah, so I think that was it. Rohbrot was driving the game most of the game. He's won the early trades, he won the main fights, but I think just not having the ability to deal with the race towards the end and also not having a efficient economy behind his place was his Achilles heel there, which Sark managed to exploit there. So moving into the next game. They've probably started pretty quickly, I reckon. Well, I mean, they've had enough time now to think about it, at least. Do you want some more food? Is that what you... You look great today. Oh, thank you, Revnak. Come here, brother. Come give me a hug. Oh, it started. Oh. Just give it a little bit of time for it just to settle down. Right, do you want to sit back down onto your thing, or do you want to get some food? Right, I'm gonna get some cats some food. I'm back in a sec. Turn off the camera. Come wait. Right, I'm back. Oh, he's still smoking. Oh, oh la la! What a matchup. Oh. There used to be a time I was able to sprint up the stairs and just not be out of breath, but now like, ah shit, I should have walked it instead of running. Game 2, we're on Sanguinate. Rohbrot's being defeated in game number 1. Counter-picking with the Ottomans. Psionic going for the Italians. Bit of a rogue pick. Bit of an interesting civ to play in a tournament situation. Excited for this one. Ottoman looking very strong on this map. Wonder what plans Psionic has. Shake for the moment is kind of having a bit of a comfort break, but he'll join us soon. Market comes down hunting dogs. Gonna get all the extra techs in. Great coats, blunderbuss, and probably gang saw as well for the extra villagers. All the other techs are probably a bit too expensive early in age 1.
We are back.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Psionic playing Italy. Picking Italy as well as he won the first game. What do you think?
I'm sad. Actually, I'm a bit disappointed because I know exactly what you need to do to counter Italy, and I'm pretty sure Rohbrot's not going to do it, and it gives Psionics a chance to win this game.
I'm thinking Rohbrot's basically got, mid-map 3 TP stagecoach play, maybe a bit of like a go for the 3-vil capitalism 5-vil 700 words double racks
He's
kind of
not
Jan
gonna do
eco
that.
play to kind of take the map and economy. But do you think he's not going to do
doing
that?
though. No. Knowing Rohbrot, he's gonna go for a classic 2 Falk, and that just gives Italy the chance to outscale with early steel traps and everything,
Mm.
and just kind of trade with the Falks again. Yeah, Rohbrot is favored in the Falk trade, but again, the more you push yourself into Falk trading, the more you give your opponent a 50-50 chance. And as you're seeing, and as I'm seeing, that
Mm.
Architect is going to the north side of the map, and he's going to build a dock because we got a water map on our hands and a
Yeah.
water deck.
He
But we don't have caravels.
he does have schooners in there. I think you're right. Something like rifle attack card in Age 4, you probably don't actually need. It's a good card. It's not a critical card. If you're going water, I think having caravels is a critical card. But it might be the fact that docks. The architects can just spam lots of docks because they're all free. So, is the need for caravels there as urgent as other civs who can only, let's say, maybe afford 1 dock total? The thing is, Rohbrot, has he got any water play? No, he's got Palace in Mosque Construction, but he hasn't got Advanced Church.
What?
Is there something that I'm missing? I see a lot of people have this card without Advanced Church sometimes, but it feels pointless of a card unless you have
It's
Advanced
incredibly
Church.
pointless. The only thing is it gives you 750 coin value because you can get cheaper mercantilism. But like, why would we have a 750 coin valued resource in shipment in H3?
No, it's not though, because it's only the unique Ottoman tax. So millet system and the Vil speed
And
and Vil.
Rohbrot again, like look at this, like Psionic is taking a treasure after he was being chased by Rohbrot's explorer, and Rohbrot just stopped chasing the Italian explorer, and now he gets an easy treasure right there. And what is that, 90 food? Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
a humongous treasure that he just gets for free because Rohbrot just didn't follow him up. And we got 2 TPs from Rohbrot as well. Do we have a house being built for Rohbrot or?
Not currently, no. He's just gonna go straight FF. It looks like he's aging up with the court, like he's going quartermaster.
But why with 10 vills, Rohbrot?
Capitalism is better than 3-vil.
No, but why with 10 vills? You're never gonna get a vill out.
Oh,
Are you gonna wait? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's Ottoman. The Vils take a wilder build. He's got enough time to kind of gather the crates to get the house down.
But why are we refusing to just build a market
Oh.
in transition and get hunting dogs?
That's a dead
Why
explorer.
are we fighting to kill his explorer, Rohbrot?
Oh my god, Shay, calm down.
I can't. I'm struggling. I'm struggling, and I'll tell you why. Rohbrot, with all the positives that I've mentioned before, imagine if he just combined that with actual effort and just
That's a
macroing a
claim.
little bit.
That's a claim. Robots not trying. Heard it here first.
I mean, come on.
So, okay, he's getting Stagecoach on the 400 wood. Coin has come in first. He's going to send in 700 wood behind. I don't like that, because the whole point of Stagecoach is that you have in resource trickle for it. Maybe he wants the extra wood investment for the next Stagecoach, the barracks, the 3 houses to go with it, and then just say, right, I'm not chopping any more wood. That's all on Stagecoach.
Well, hello, I am casting the game. It's just that when decisions are made that are objectively wrong, they need to be pointed out. And Robert's a big boy. He can take that criticism on him as he takes the compliments. But it is objectively the way to go for a market in transition, or at least a house in transition, and not just sit around and wait and get idled the entire time when you already have only 10 villagers until your wood drops, right? And imagine if he actually goes for a house in transition or a market, and he then can free himself up to age up with 2 villagers and 2 cows. He's got much more momentum and a way better eco.
We got the robot build a market and look at it syndrome again. I'm sure he will now, in transition, once he gets some coin income in from mining and capitalism, pays it off, he'll get himself his hunting dogs. He's gone for the rotated barracks in the tournament game. I've got a cat trying to eat my pork pie on my desk. I'm gonna need to move that away.
Pork pie. Oh
Pork
my god.
pie,
That
Melbury
sounds
pork pie is the most amazing
not
thing ever.
kosher, not halal, not anything. Oh my god. This is a mixture of sin right there.
He's now trying to lick the contents of a Belgian bun out. What can I say?
Oh, I like this from Rohbrot. Very nice. We do get Stagecoach and the entire TP line, which is nice.
No. Oh, he's getting... Come on, leave me alone now. I'm sure.
Alright, so let's switch over to Italy. Let's try and see both perspectives here. Italy now shipping the 700 coin. And look at it in comparison. Italy with a 24 vil economy, with steel traps, water booming,
it's not,
aging up, like...
Not really any better, though. That's the problem. He hasn't aged up yet. He's now sending coin when he's kind of already got more than 700 coin. I like to think that actually, Psionic's boats should have gone straight to the whales on the map instead of the... one whale didn't spawn. That's unfortunate. Instead of the fishing anyway. And maybe he could have avoided having the 700 coin. I feel that actually still just having mid-map TP is better than the water at the stage. Obviously, later in the game, once the water starts to expand more, there's been more economy on the water for Psionic, and especially if he kind of gets his double techs and then gets onto the whales as well. A couple of Pavicias hunting down Janissaries. They do have a 1.25 multiplier, so positive trades. They are only 4 speed though, so they're not going to get away from the jams, but more range. A couple jams on the backside, hoping to get into melee mode as well. That would pin these Pavicias down. But in terms of resource value exchange, I think another pretty good exchange here for Psionic and building time.
It's not only the resource, Harrison. This is way more than the resource. This is the entire tempo and momentum of the Ottoman army right now. Every Janissary he loses means another Janissary that is there to not protect the falconets that he's eventually going to ship.
Yeah.
And it buys more time because there we go. There's the Falcs, right? It just buys more time for Psionic to be able to age up to the next stage. Also with the advanced politician age up. He just goes past these Paviciers. Advanced politician, which is going to give him 9 musketeers, if I'm not mistaken, or like what, 13 Paviciers or something of the sort.
12 Paviciers.
12 Paviciers. There we go. So, I mean, yes, he lost a couple of these Paviciers, but they've traded quite fine, and they've delayed Rohbrot for a very long time. And now he's pushing in without Vet Jans as well. Now he's going to get it probably. There we go. Veteran Janissaries on the way. 15 vil economy, 4 TP Stagecoach, which is another 12 villagers plus capitalism. Around about 30 villagers for Rohbrot. 29 villagers here. Better market techs, and falconets are gearing up to shoot.
Ooh,
oh my god, big
massive
value on
damage!
right there.
Pavicia's going into armor stance, but it takes time to switch. He's just lost them all. The Falcons have just demolished the infantry there, and the whole point of Pavicia has been these special multi-stance units actually somewhat fading hard because they stand still when they change stance and take a full cannonball to the face.
Yeah, that's true. Just don't change stance and just let them stand. But as we're seeing here, Italy did go for the advanced politician, so he's up and he doesn't have a shipment ready.
No,
so he's in
because he
real
hasn't got a
danger of
Lombard.
losing his
There's no
TC.
Lombards on the map at all. He's just not playing the Lombard game.
Ooh, and more big volleys for the Falconets coming in. Minutemen are being called, but another locked-on shot which takes down another Musketeer and puts 3 of them more in low HP. Minutemen trying to focus down the Janissaries, but more Janissaries coming in from the back as well from Rohbrot. Is he shipping 8 Jans or what is Rohbrot doing? No, he's out of a shipment.
Coming...
Okay, he's just training them.
At home.
There we go, but that TC is down before a shipment's going to come in for Italy.
Question, why do you think Otto players should be dropping forward outposts to kind of to get the reinforcements in quicker? Because this is crucial. Any unit not in the fight at the moment is just... Vilpool and the Falconets, there's only 5 Jans here. There's nothing to stop this.
Villages are being pulled. Yes, but again, like, look at the value that these Falconets have got. But the thing that is that I'm thinking about is like, okay, Psionic is thinking, okay, I'll happily lose my army if I take the 2 Falconets down because I still have access to my 2 Falconets, and a lot of Rohbrot's momentum and tempo lies in these 2 Falconets. And I just want my TC to be alive. And Janissaries, yes, they're very high HP units, but not as high in the damage. And now Psionic's 2 Falconets are out, and all we have is 2 Janissaries and 6 Apis out on the field. And all of a sudden, Italy is in a commanding position again.
Yeah, interesting though, because Rohbrot in that entire fight, he was under the assumption that a shipment was going to pop soon, maybe within 45 seconds of the age up. I don't think he realistically knew for certain that there was no shipment or the first shipment had been delayed, but this is a good 2 minutes after Psionic's aged up, and that card's only now just dropped, so that could have been even worse for Ottoman. Just imagine turning up, first couple of exchanges and that, only a couple of Jans remaining, and then out come 2 Falcons behind, and then just clean up the remaining Jans or take first shots on the Falconet exchange.
What do you do if you're Rohbrot now? Because it's absolutely crucial you keep these TPs alive. You cannot lose these TPs or you fall behind like quite significantly on eco right now. And Rohbrot is queuing up a Cauldron. Very interesting.
Yeah, defensive as well. It's all in base. All of this is in base. And actually, if this artillery foundry was, let's say, here, okay, he might lose a trading post, but will come out and push this away and could be okay. But it's going to take
time to... What are we going to see from Psionic? Because Rohbrot's sitting 1,000 point right now. Okay, Musk. He wants to get 1 billion Musketeers out on the floor. Which I understand, but, you know, with these Abas out, and if you do your homework on Rohbrot and you study him a bit, you know artillery is going to come. So I don't know if Musketeers is the play, but yeah, he's getting another full batch. So we got 19 plus 10, that's 29 Musketeers plus another 9. That's going to be 38 Musketeers, which is not a small mass right now. And if Rohbrot manages to take care of these 2 Falcons, which it looks like he's going to be doing right now with these Culverins, then the game's wide open again.
Yeah, there's no way that Psionic expects this. I mean, he's just going to lose both, which is okay. Rohbrot commits to the far one first. That's smart. Locked on. No? Oh, no. No, please tell me there's no way this gets out, or at least gets another shot on them. He has to turn to get a shot. Okay, I like that. But
he took the... Yeah.
What I'm surprised, though, was, okay, the 9 Musk is pretty good, but I think Psionic and his Vils and his market techs, he could have committed to a bit of wood chopping and gone for the Albanian company for the super heavy cab. Just imagine, instead of the 9 Musk list being here, faster reinforcing 4 Bosniaks, 4 Stradiots, that Goldrins would have gone.
And this drag box is killing Rohbrot right now, because when he drags forward and backwards, the Abas go to the back of the line of the formation. And they get in range of the Musketeers and they get shot at. And now there's only Janissaries and Marines. And okay, Halberdiers are being shipped right now by Italy, probably in anticipation of Spahi and kind of scared of that. But I would have liked to see the 1200 wood or into the Lombards, but he doesn't have Lombards.
He doesn't have any Lombards yet. That's the thing.
That he doesn't have the Lombards, right? Yeah. I mean, he doesn't necessarily need them at this point, but yeah, we see a 4.5k score gap right now. Yes, Italy overscores a bit, but this is more than just the overscore right now. That's happening.
Just imagine if Sark got onto the TP line at this opportunity too as well. I think he should at least try to get one of them, but the Explorer's in, tanking, actually taking up so much damage here. The whole army behind is just getting free shots. That's a fantastic use of the Explorer there. 2 Falcons do come out. Sark will back off here. Come on, he must get some calves soon now.
Will he back off? He looks like he keeps taking pot shots out. But yeah, I mean, this is the trades, right? Trading is incredibly important in this game. You don't have to always win a fight as long as you're in a better economic position and you keep trading. 39 villagers right now. These 2 TPs that were lost
Mm.
are humongous for Rohbrot. Like, I can't stretch enough how bad it is for Rohbrot that he lost them economically. He's in a
Yeah, he's got
very
nothing. He's on a
position.
fast FF, having to send
He's
Nizams here,
shipping Nizams,
which
yeah.
is a great card in its own right, but this is like having to kind of attack and or defend, and the Falcons uncovered. Halb's getting on a nice couple shots there. Second Falcon going down. Nizam's has well-deserved, needed firepower behind, but the amount of musks in the front, it doesn't really matter. And those Nizams will very quickly go down. I think that's going to be a tap-out GG very, very soon here, and this is it, isn't it? It's only best of 3s in this tournament. We are not playing around, and one slight mistake in the first game on the back seat, on the back foot. I think this is going to be it for Rohbrot. Yeah, goodbye. Off you go.
Wow. Wow. Very well played by Psionic. Psionic really did his homework here. He studied Rohbrot. He knew what he was going to do. Rohbrot a little bit unfortunate in game 2 with how everything panned out, because I think the stagecoach build was nice and he had some early pushes with the Falcons, but the Vilpo was just too much. And in game 1, again, just the wrong unit composition. Not really what you want against a late H3 France, just a musketeer heavy composition. And yeah, 2-0, and Psionic takes this game, and he is my opponent in the round of 16 next round. So at least I've seen this from the first perspective, so
Hmm.
I know what to expect.
I don't think we get. Oh, we still get to see the winners' point of views. Gather rate, which is quite nice. Something I want to I feel like I want to bring this up because this absolutely irks me to no end. We have steel trap economy villagers 1.09 food per second, but we then have what was it 0.67 food per second fishing boats. But then compare that to 0.6 coin per second on the mine, 0.5 coin on the whales. It's so more efficient. It's so more efficient for Sark to have the boats on the whales and the villagers on the hunt. I know at the point you get to a point where you run out of hunt. I get that, but like it's painful to kind of actually see this 8 vills and no placer mines and long line fishing. No, it's not. No, it's actually an upgraded fishing boats. That is.
The fishing boats were just an extra punch for the economy, just to
Yeah.
never get idled, and I like it because the momentum and the tempo was into military units, the resource spent. But
Yeah.
it's interview time, Harry, and we've got the winner with us, Psionic. First of all, Psionic, congratulations, man. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Congratulations on a very nice outing, a very nice performance. And yeah, walk us through your mentality a little bit before the series and during it.
So I was feeling kind of right, confident going in the series. The only issue I had with the lag spikes, and I first of all will apologize because apparently Rohbrot got some lag issue as well. So maybe it was the server or it was only because of me. Like game 1 was truly unplayable from my perspective. I don't know what was the on his side. And game 2 was really smooth for me. I had no lag issue. But first of all, yeah, I'm just sorry if Robert's listening, because there's nothing I can do, and I was lagging hard as well on the first. So
Do you reckon you were playing many games beforehand? Was that like, was that the first game of the day? Because there's a somewhat of a small memory leak in the game, especially for larger player-based games or very long games.
like basically, I played one game in the morning. I lagged out. Then I stopped AoE. I played another game against the computer for the warm-up, and I lagged out as well. And then I played the game against Rohbrot, and first game was really laggy as well. So
Yeah,
I just don't know.
That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess that's kind of. I've heard graphics driver is a big thing. Windows 11 is a big contributing factor. But I mean, Buy a Windows 10 PC. Who knows? I haven't really got much more on that one. I've heard. I assume you're running Windows 11 because that's a common complaint from them.
Yeah, I really have no clue how it works.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay,
So the
go ahead.
second game here. So I think the first game was, um, apart from, well, we could talk about the first game, but I think the only thing I'd really point out from the first game was after the exchanges and the fights was then going and raiding robots around was actually probably the winning play there, and that forced Robot to react to your plays. I haven't really got a question about game. Well, maybe Shake has one.
Yeah. So for game one, my question really is the only glaring thing. In the beginning, the 12-10. Um, do you go for the 12-10 just as of a force of habit? Because you know, in my opinion, a 14-20 would have maybe even been better if you were planning to do a semi FF, which I saw you were, but eventually it turned out to be an H2 game. So my first question is going to be, do you 12-10 just out of habit because that's what you're used to and comfortable with doing, even though it might not be the optimal thing to do? So I'll let you answer that first, and then I'll ask my second question.
Probably an habit, yeah. I also think the delay between like a 13 or 14 is really minor compared to a 12-10 at this point. If I'm really unlucky and I got really no food treasure, because there's only like 30 or 40, like 30 or 35 food treasure hanging on the map that you can find, still speeds up the 12-10. I think I age up at a decent timing considering we had no big food treasure. And I think it's just more like a habit I'm comfortable with because I know the macro correctly. If I go for 12-10, so it's easier for me to do everything in transition, I guess.
Got you. Got you. Now my second question is: yes, you were getting pressured in H2, and it was looking like it was Robrot's game to win. But you managed to stay in because he kept overcommitting in your base, losing units here and there to the CDBs. How confident were you that the longer this game will last, the higher your chances of winning get?
Actually, I was surprised because I've seen his push with the pikes and stuff, and I was like zero worried about that. But then suddenly I'm losing houses and buildings, and I'm like, maybe I underestimate the thing. So I guess CDB just counters everything, but my building placement was really bad, so I still lost a lot. In the end, I think it's an even-ish trade because he sacrificed a lot of eco for doing that. But I really think I underplayed that because I was not expecting him to go that hard on H2 with the Barak in his base.
Yeah, every time
I
you went
d-
with the CDB play for the defense, you were just kind of essentially inflating your army like three times. It felt like it, well, at least in terms of effective HP, twice in terms of damage output, and Robot's army just kept on crumbling as a result there. Actually, I've got a question for that one. That was the same matchup, same map, and basically same strategy and kind of game execution as your group stage game with Robot. So, was there a plan to try to do something different from that first game, or was it just to say, actually, we'll play the same game again and see who wins it this time?
Mm. Now, as I say, I was confident, even though it was going 2 racks. I would have preferred him to go straight FF. Because 2 racks with Pain is always scary. Because if
Mm.
you commit to the H2 play for the defense, then he ships the, I don't know what it's called, card that gives you the age up for free.
Trust them.
Almost. Yeah, like this god is just making Spain H2 super strong compared to other civs.
Yeah.
Um, but like, yeah, I feel like I was confident against that. Uh, but maybe just yeah, I underplayed that. Yeah, I could have been H3 way earlier if I macroed correctly. But
Got you.
the
Okay.
pressure was like a little bit too much. And also with the lag that we both have, I think it was really hard to micro the CDB. And
Yeah.
maybe I could have done that better without any input lag, but still
All
fine.
right. All right, Psionic. Congratulations. Well played. I'll see you in the next round. Just one last question. How confident are you feeling before playing against me?
Um, do
Not
I have to
very.
pick a
You can
number?
tell. Yeah, he's quivering in his boots.
You
Just
should
so
be
I know
shaking.
what's the max.
The max what?
The max number I can say
Number of what?
of confidence level.
Oh, you'll say a 10, but it's okay because I'm steady at 15.
Nah, to
All
be
right.
fair, it's best of 3 or 5.
5.
If it's 5, then I'm really confident.
That's
Ooh,
exactly what I said
shade.
yesterday.
But like you
I would
being
rather
scary.
face you in a best of 5 than in a best of 3 because I know my civ pool is quite wide when it comes to
Oh, you only need
tournaments.
2
And
civs.
3.
3?
You need 3. You need to win with
Wonder what's
three
the
games.
third one.
Mm, we will see. We will see.
I've
All right.
I've heard one of them involves Botto.
I can't
Botto.
wait to see the third one, like Alsa, comfort pick for Shake.
Oof, oof, oof. Maybe I'll just pull out a cheeky Lakota. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Psionic, congratulations. See you next week in the round of 16. Congratulations to making it to the main draw as well. Round of 16, main draw. So, yeah, very well played. And we